It may be an uncomfortable topic for some, but it affects more adults than you may think. We're talking about bowel incontinence. Anise Cooper knows health, and today Dr. Margarita Murphy joins us to talk more about it. Good morning.
Good morning, Tessa.
Of course, a very sensitive subject to talk about. How many people are we talking about who actually suffer from it, who may seek attention for it versus those who aren't?
Well, amazingly, it is incredibly a common problem. There is an estimated 18 million Americans who suffer from fecal incontinence or bowel control issues. And only less than 40% of those actually are brave enough to come looking for help.
And you find that women mostly are the main ones who are not coming forward, correct?
Absolutely, and it's very sad because you have these women who no longer go out, they don't want to go to dinner, they don't want to go out with their friends, they don't want to go to the beach. Their lives are shut. I had a patient who wouldn't go to her granddaughter's graduation because she thought she couldn't sit there for 4 hours or however it was going to take.
Now, is this something that happens gradually as someone ages, or is someone born with this type of problem?
Well, most of the times, and the ones that we're talking about are things that happen gradually as you age, or people who've had a traumatic experience giving birth, where there has been a big trauma to the vaginal area, and they have significant problems later on. So we have patients who can be very young to other ones that can be rather elderly.
Okay, so now let's talk about a normal course of treatment for this.
Yes. The normal option is you just go to see your doctor, and there are several tests that we need to run to determine what exactly is the root of the problem. Most of the times it's a combined issue where there is damage to the muscles and the whole perineal area, and there is also problems with sometimes loose stools or diarrheal stools. And right now things have changed dramatically in that field, and that's the main reason I'm here. We have a brand new form of treatment that yes, and it's been amazing. It has completely changed the way I practice.
And now, is that a type of medication that you use? Is it a procedure? What is it?
It is a procedure, and the amazing thing about it is that it's a very simple procedure. And the greatest part for me as a surgeon is it actually has a test phase where you get to try it like you do when you buy a new car. You get to try it for 2 weeks and see how you like it, and see, more importantly, if it works for you. It's very minimally invasive, it's very fast to do, and the amazing part is the results that I'm getting with this patient.
And let's talk about results. What can someone who suffers from bowel incontinence expect from this treatment?
Well, the amazing thing about it is I used to have all these patients who were very severely incontinent. And I had gone through all the possible treatment options that we could possibly give them. And a lot of these patients we could not help. As soon as this new treatment came by, sacral nerve stimulation or InterStim, I was able to call all these patients back. And these people who had no hope, all of a sudden are having almost 100% improvement of the continence.
And I would imagine that has dramatically changed their lifestyle. They're now able to go out in public without fear of anything happening.
It's been incredible. It's been so exciting for me as a doctor, because all of a sudden I have this lady who, for example, used to go nowhere and she would stay at home all the time. She, as soon as we finished with her second surgery, immediately after, she scheduled a trip with all the girlfriends to New Orleans. As soon as she came back, she went with her husband to Utah. I mean, she's been all over. And she's like, I'm finally living my life. I finally get to do the things that I've been wanting to do.
And that's the fabulous thing about it. But we have to get people who are going through that right now. How do they know when it's gotten to a point where they need to seek medical attention?
You know, if you are upset about this, if you're depressed, if you're anxious, you don't have to suffer through this alone. You can be helped, and there's a lot of things that we can do, and we're here for you.
All right, well, Dr. Murphy, thank you so much. Great information, and hopefully anyone who's out there suffering from this will get in to see you and start living life again.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, now over to you, Tom.
Thank you, Tessa. In an event to honor veterans and celebrate those still serving, the annual Run for